Yeah, I think that this season we have a better understanding of where we're standing as a team, as a group. Um, Obviously a lot of high expectations, but we just, I felt like we grew a lot last year, and now we get, Kyrie and Gordon back. We feel like it just takes us to another level as far as the group goes.
And just the balance that has to be struck between having those guys back into the fold while you've got guys like Tatum and Brown, very young, but having gone through the experiences they did. Speak to just the meshing of those two types of those two groups, the new guys and also the veterans coming back in the mix.
No, it's very unique. It's a very unique situation, but we feel like it's a good situation that we're in. It's important that we keep developing chemistry as a group, figuring how to play with each other on the court and tendencies and things like that. But for our group, it always comes back to defense. We have to make sure that we're great defensively, and that's our priority.
Al, Robert said you're one of the guys he looks at. And what have you seen from him, and what are you trying to teach him?
What I've seen from Robert is just a guy that's come in and that's working hard. Right away I feel like he understands what he's stepping into as far as the team dynamic and all the talent that we have here. And he's really done a good job of coming in, committing, working on his body, working on his game as much as he can, and just learn. So I just see a willingness from him to learn and be better, and that's great to see.
Al, how you doing? After that season in Atlanta, when you guys had the best record, I believe it was, right? It was the best record in the East, or I can't remember. But then the following season, it was a little different, and something sure I was asking you about, but it was different. Guys come back and they maybe try to do too much or think they were the reason you guys were as good as you are. Anything to think about as the voice of reason in the locker room as you are?
Yeah, that was a different position, but similar success. And now, how do you, I think that for us, coach has already kind of laid out the blueprint for our group, and he's made us understand that, defensively we need to be great. We need to buy in, and that's what's going to put us over the top. And then offensive-wise, we need to keep we need to figure out how to play with one another with this new group. A lot of new guys. Roles will be different. Things would be more limited because of the amount of players that we have. So I think it's important for our group to, appreciate what we have. We have a really good opportunity. We have a really good team. We have a lot of good players, and we can look ahead. We can, we just have to make the most out of every step. And I think that with that mindset, we should be fine.
Al, when you think about Kyrie being back, especially the fact that he's going to be another veteran presence alongside of you, what gets you the most excited, amped up about that?
Well, that he's back, that he's healthy. That Gordon's also back. But with Kyrie, I feel like he did a really good job leading our team last year. And even when he wasn't playing, he was, sending me messages, talking to the guys, just trying to stay engaged. And he's going to make the game easy for me. Gordon's going to make the game easy for me and for the rest of the guys. And it's just trying to figure out, how I can, help them, be successful.
Al, is it a mature enough group that you can quiet all the noise of all the lofty goals that everybody has for you, and you don't cheat the grind? Because there's so many different levels of, guys who've been in here longer and guys who have been just coming into the league, and there's all of a sudden seeing some success because of last year in the playoffs.
We're gonna find out. I think that we have a young group, but what I tell you about these guys is we've been most of the month of September working here and playing, and the mindset of the group is good. Guys want to work. Guys want to get better. We understand what's in front of us, but kind of what I want the guys to see is and understand it's for us to focus on each step, and we can't think ahead, and we have to, my mindset right now is I just want tomorrow to get here so we can get to it in practice. Practice is we're gonna get after it. It's gonna be competitive. I'm excited. We just got a bunch of guys that are just warriors. Last year was exciting because we got after it pretty good, and this year I think it's going to be even more. So I think that the guys will be. It's a learning experience for all of us. We're going to have to learn, and there'll be ups and downs, but I feel like we understand, what's in front of us.
Going back to college, is this the most talented group you've ever been around?
In anything, yes. In any level, I mean, just the depth of this group and what all these guys can do. It's the most talent I've been around.
Final question, Garrett.
Al, it seems like you just got here, but you can be a free agent next summer. How does that play in your head during this year? Do you even think about that? And the second question is, when a guy like Robert comes and kind of sees you as the OG or the old head, how does that make you feel? Because some guys don't embrace leadership that way. Some veterans kind of stick to themselves, but it seems like you've taken Robert under your wing and you've embraced being kind of when he views you as been in the league for all that many years, and you probably seem like you've been in the league a minute, but not that long.
Yeah. No, I'm not focused on next year and free agency and all those things. I'm very grateful and happy with what we are building here with Boston. When I came in here 2 summers ago, Danny and Wick and Coach, they kind of sold me on this vision that we were going to be able to stack this type of team, and I believed them then, and I made a commitment that I want to be the best that I can and win a championship here. So we have such a big opportunity that we can't allow ourselves to look ahead or think about any of that. I'm really locked in with this season, and as far as Robert, we'll start developing our relationship. I still haven't spent much time with him, but from what I've seen from him, I've been very encouraged how hard he's working and things like that. And yeah, now that the season starts, I'll be in his ear and trying to help him as much as I can. He just has a lot of potential. I mean, just looking at him in open gym playing, the way that he moves, the way he runs, the way he can jump, and he's blocking. The guys are shooting threes, and he's getting out there and impacting the shot, and it's impressive. So I'm looking forward to seeing how he develops.